Hi guys, in this video we're going to go on a little journey together as I invest 250 quid and then monitor how well or not my portfolio is doing over a period of time. Just a heads up that this isn't financial advice. I'm not saying you should go out and buy these stocks. I'm just giving you a sense of what next steps look like once you've started on your own investment journey. In this video, I'll be using IG's share trading app, which has been rated 4.5 out of 5 stars by Finder experts. But whatever app you have, you should still be able to follow along, as even though each app or platform will naturally look slightly different, the same principles apply for most. Okay, let's do this. If you haven't already, you're going to need to download your chosen trading app. Head to the App Store on your phone, search for your chosen platform and hit download. With IG, you don't need any documents at this stage. You can add ID at a later stage, so it's a pretty easy process. Once you've signed up, you need to fund your account. With IG, you can click the big green Fund Your Account button after sign up, or go to the Accounts tab along the bottom nav, click Add Funds, and then input your card details. Right, so now I've actually got to buy my stocks. When thinking about what to include in a portfolio, many people consider the risk level of the investment, whether it helps to make the portfolio diverse, the previous performance and future projections of the stock, as well as whether they support the ethos and direction of the company itself. If you're not sure where to start, IG has loads of educational resources available through its free IG Academy, available as an app and online, as well as in the trading app itself. Or you could check out our guide to the best shares to buy now for some inspo, but make sure you do your own research before diving in. To purchase your stocks, search for the stock you want, then click buy. Either enter the amount of shares you want to buy or a monetary amount you want to invest. Choose your order type, review your purchase, then confirm order. I've now picked my portfolio, which includes stocks in Tesco and Sainsbury's. Very glam, I know. Okay, time to leave these stocks to marinate. I'll see you at our next check-in. Okay, so I've left my stocks for a week now. It's time to check in on them and see how they're getting on. So genuinely, this is the first time I've looked at them in a week. Okay, so I am on the app. Then I just need to toggle over to account and I can see that we are £1.88 in profit. Hooray! One of the ways you can monitor your stock and potentially get an insight into any price movements is to check the news and analysis sections in your app. When you click on your individual trades, here you'll find some really helpful market data on your shares, including market cap, profit margin, and the company's financials. So if you go to the account tab, you will see underneath all the details about your portfolio, you'll see a little tab called news. So you can click this and then there'll be a lot of stuff on here about general current events, but then there might also be some news stories that are relevant to your positions and therefore could be relevant to tell you why your stock has moved in whichever way it's moved. You'll also find specific news stories relating to your stocks when you click onto the trade and go to news. So yeah, news can just be a great way to get an insight into why your stocks and shares have moved in a particular way. It's not the be all and end all, as sort of none of these things are in isolation. It can just give you that little bit of extra insight as to why your stock might have dropped or why it might have gone up. And then it might suggest things that you want to do to adjust your strategy to account for that as you go along. It's week 3, so it's time to see how my little stocks and shares have been getting on. Let's check into the IG app. Here we go. Click on my account. Oh my gosh, we are £3.87 up. We're talking big money here, guys. So I'm going to click on trades and I'm going to explore my positions individually a little bit more to see what's been going on. A little bit of fluctuation for Sainsbury's, whereas Tesco tracked more steadily up. Okay, so once you've had a little check of your portfolio, you've seen what your stocks are up to, it's time to think about some of the other features you can use to monitor your portfolio. Last week, I talked about checking the news to see if that can give you any insights as to why your stock might have gone up or down. This week, I'm going to take a look at alerts and benchmarking. So alerts you'll find along the bottom navigation bar, second to last. Here you can set your app so it alerts you when a stock you're monitoring rises or falls to the price you're looking for. You can also set up alerts for a variety of different things, including economic events and their outcomes, which is a pretty cool feature. This basically allows you to respond to the market or respond to things as they're happening. It also allows you to manage a bit of risk in your portfolio. For example, if a stock drops to a certain low, you can then kind of reevaluate your strategy. But the main thing with alerts is they're just alerting you to information. They're just giving you instant information. So you should always take the information that alert is giving you and put it in the context of your strategy. So you're actually making sure the next decision you make fits in with your overall goals. So the next thing I want to look at is benchmarking. Benchmarking is basically where you compare your stocks or portfolio to similar stocks or a similar fund. This allows you to get an overall picture of how your stock is performing against something that relates to it, rather than just looking at how well it's done within the context of nothing. So to benchmark my portfolio, my stocks in Tesco and Sainsbury's, I'm going to head over to my IG dashboard, open a new platform, and then I'm going to head over to this menu on the left-hand side, and I'm going to click Shares. Then you have these options up at the top here to filter. So I'm going to filter by country first. So I'm going to head over to UK, obviously. And then when it comes to sectors, I'm going to go to consumer, staples, and retail. Click that. And suddenly I've got a list of basically loads of other supermarkets. This allows me to compare my investments to loads of similar shares all in one place, quickly and easily. Guys, get excited. It's the final week of checking in on my stocks that have been brewing away for 4 weeks now. And I'm especially excited to check them this week because I was checking my emails the other day and I came across a money newsletter that I follow. And in the newsletter, it actually said that Sainsbury's and Tesco stocks have gone up. So let's see if that is the case. Now, part of the reason they have gone up is because of rising prices due to inflation. So that's obviously not great, but as an investor, I am keen to see what's happened to my stocks since we last checked in. So let's take a little look. Okay, here we go. So we're still in profit. Yes, 4 weeks of solid profit. But this week, I'm only up by £1.14. Which is not as high as I was thinking. Dare I say I'm disappointed? Well, that's not as exciting as I thought, given that I've been reading about obviously rising food prices and my own little stocks are featured in this money newsletter. So that's quite wild. Let's have a little look specifically at what's been going on. According to the charts, my Sainsbury's shares have taken a little dip in the last few days alone, but they're still up by about 45p from when I originally bought them. My Tesco shares, despite rising fairly steadily over the last few weeks, are now below what I've paid for them. Thankfully, my Sainsbury's wins have balanced out the Tesco losses, so overall, my portfolio is still in profit. In terms of monitoring your stock, in this video we've talked about alerts, news, and benchmarking your portfolio. The last tool I want to cover for monitoring your stock are stock screeners. Now, this tool basically allows you to filter through loads of stocks by a specific criteria or metric that is chosen by you. If you filter by a criteria that matches your portfolio, you can use this tool as another way to benchmark your stocks. You can also use it to keep an eye on similar stocks, or you can use it as a way to spot opportunities that align with your investing strategy. This is definitely a more advanced tool, so if you are a new investor, you maybe want to take a look at stock screeners a little bit later down the line. This is IG's stock screener. As I said, you can filter your search by a variety of metrics. To align with my portfolio, for example, I can search shares by region, the UK, and then by sector, consumer goods. And the platform shows me a bunch of stocks that are similar to that of my portfolio. Okay guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for joining me on my little investing journey. If you want more information on buying and selling stocks, you can check out our full guide on finder.com by clicking this link up here. If you enjoyed this video, give us some love by liking and subscribing below, or hit that bell button to be the first to know when we launch a new video. Until next time, thanks for watching.